9 signs you need to get on semen retention. All right, let's go, man. You need semen retention if you want more energy. So if you want more energy in life, bro, you need to get on semen retention. Like a lot of dudes, they don't have the energy to do more, but they want to do more. But they're trying to figure out what can give them that energy to do more. And a lot of guys are drinking energy drinks. No, I'm not against energy drinks, but we already know that certain energy drinks is just not, the majority of them, they're not healthy. You know, the majority. I'm not saying all of them, but the majority of them. I'm not going to call it no names, but I'm just saying, like, guys, certain energy drinks is not healthy. If it's not, from the earth, that's giving you energy, then it's not healthy, guys. So what you need to do is you need semen retention. So what you guys got to do is you got to develop that sexual discipline. See, semen retention is going to give you the energy that you need to work extra hours, to do all this type of stuff that you need to do, to be more active. A lot of you guys, y'all want to be more active, but y'all doing low vibrational things that's lowering your energy. And y'all not into this ancient spiritual practice called semen retention. Because when you get into this ancient spiritual practice called semen retention, your chi energy is going to give you more energy that you need to achieve what you want to achieve. Number 2, you need more discipline. Guys, like I said, when it comes down to a purpose, goals, you need discipline. Let's say if you need more discipline to achieve a certain goal. Let's say if you're going to college and you want to be a lawyer or doctor, that takes long years. You're going to need more discipline to stay on that narrow path, to stay locked in, to stay focused on becoming a lawyer, becoming a doctor. Like for an example, I needed more discipline. So I got on semen retention because YouTube, for majority of people, I'm not saying for all people, for the majority of people, for you to come up, you have to have long-term thinking. For you to do better, for you to gain a lot of subscribers, you have to have long-term vision. You have to have long-term discipline to be a YouTuber if you really want to be a full-time YouTuber. But guys, man, if you need more discipline, bro, get on semen retention. If you find yourself, because a lot of you dudes be finding yourself lacking. You can't stay disciplined. You've been releasing, y'all be having sex with these females and y'all be having all these orgasms, and then it's hard for you to stay disciplined on your goals. It's hard for you to stay, consistent and stuff at what you're doing because you're having all them orgasms. So what you need to do is, bro, if you want more discipline when it comes out to your goals and putting your goals first and having that long-term thinking when it comes down to a purpose and you want to achieve your dreams, you need to get on semen retention. You need semen retention. It'll give you more discipline. Number 3, you want more happiness. If you want more happiness, guys, semen retention will make you more happier about just life in general. You won't be walking around here miserable. You won't be walking around here just angry and stuff like that about your life. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I have a serious face. A lot of people be thinking I'm angry, but I have a serious face. You're going to have more, you're going to be more serious about life, and you're going to be more happier about life. Happiness is important when it comes down to, your vibration and your manifestation of what you want. You can't be pursuing, it's when you're pursuing a purpose like what I'm doing. I'm just saying for what I'm doing. I'm a motivational speaker. I motivate guys and stuff like that. So I need that happiness. I need that happiness in my life to motivate guys and to help you guys. I need that. So I got on semen retention. I just made my mind up. I said, you know what? If this is what it's going to take for make me more happier in life, I'm going to get on semen retention. And semen retention is doing just that. It's not going to, it's not going to make you, you know what I'm saying? It's going to make you just feel better. You know what I'm saying? Number 4, you want to find purpose. You need semen retention if you want to find purpose. If you haven't found your purpose, and let's say if you've been messing around with girls and you've been partying and doing all this type of stuff, and you've been releasing your sexual energy, and you've been doing this for years, but let's say you've been doing this for like years, and you still haven't found your purpose. Let's say if you're 30, you still haven't found your purpose, bro. You probably didn't get on semen retention to find your purpose, because what it's going to do is it's going to get rid of that brain fog in your brain. Semen retention, it get rid of brain fog in the brain. Semen is very, very powerful. Semen heal the brain. You know, that brain, see, a lot of you guys, y'all drifting. Y'all in a state of drifting. Y'all always drifting from finding your purpose. You can't even think for yourself because you releasing sperm. You can't even think for yourself because you had a low vibration. So if you that type of guy that's like dealing with a whole bunch of chicks and you smashing chicks and all that, you doing all that, but you haven't found your purpose and you really want to find your purpose, you're going to have to cut them chicks off and get on semen retention so it can clear that brain fog so you can really think for yourself. Because smashing a whole bunch of chicks and you haven't found your purpose, you miserable. You miserable. And excuse me, God, but the reason why you're doing that because you're just miserable. You smash a whole bunch of chicks because you think that's what life is about. That's probably is your purpose. But that's not really what purpose is about. Smashing a whole bunch of girls and all that, that's not purpose. You're trying to use that because you're not really happy with your life. So you're trying to smash a whole bunch of chicks to make you happy, but you're not finding happiness in it. You're not finding your purpose in it. So guys, like I said, if you want to find your purpose, get on semen retention. Bro, that's what I had to do to find my purpose. I had to get on semen retention. Because when I was watching those nasty videos of men and women having sex and I was fapping like crazy, my mind was messed up. My mind was like, I felt damaged. I felt depressed. And it was like a lot of brain fog in my brain. And I could not think for myself to find my purpose until I got on semen retention. And then I started thinking for myself. And then I was like, man, now, you know, I know my purpose. I did my first semen retention video on YouTube. I went from there. I found my purpose. I just had to stop releasing semen and retain it. It's kind of cold, guys. So, you know what I'm saying? That's why I sniffing a little bit. So, 5, you want to feel better. If you want to feel better, get on semen retention. Semen retention will make you feel better. So, like, you're going to feel better as a whole, as a man, on semen retention. Like, if you on semen retention and you don't feel better, I don't know what you on. I don't know if you on. I don't believe that you on it. You probably on something else, or you probably on semen. You probably got on semen retention for like a week, and then you orgasm. And you're like, man, that don't make me feel better. Or you got on it for 2 weeks, and you orgasm. Oh, that don't make it don't do nothing. Nah, you gotta go a whole month. You gotta let it build up in you. It take time, man, for the semen to build up in you, so you can feel better. Like it heals you as a man. It heals the body. You know what I'm saying? It heals certain parts of the body. Semen is very, very powerful. If it can create a whole baby, you imagine what it can do to your body? If it can create a whole healthy child, you imagine what it can do to your body if you let it build up inside of you? Man, it'll heal you, man. Make you feel better. Number 6, you want to work more hours. Guys, if you want to work more hours at work, semen retention is the way. You know, one of my friends, and I can talk about him because we close, man. You know what I'm saying? My best friend, his name is Ricardo, man. Shout out to Ricardo. But this guy, I've been telling my friend, my best friend, I'm like, bro, you need to get on semen retention, bro. And I'm talking about semen retention. At first, he didn't believe it. I've been preaching semen retention for like 2 years. He been watching my channel for like 2 years. I'm like, bro, you need to go. He like, man, I don't think that. He just had some doubts about it for like 2 years. He had doubts about it, and then eventually he got on it. He was like, bro, I don't feel tired at all at work. Man, I can work as long as I want to work. man, I'm putting in extra hours, whatever the case is. You start putting in extra hours of work, start making more money. See, this is what happened, bro. This is what happens when you get on semen retention. You're going to have the energy. You're going to have the energy. You're not going to feel tired. You're going to have that stamina to work more hours, to put in more work. And us guys, like I said, we built to put in that work. We built the grind, man. Come on, man. Number 7, you want to feel alive. And if you want to feel alive, if you want to feel free, if you want to feel like a god, if you want to feel spiritual, if you want to feel high vibrational, man, if you want to feel alive, you need semen retention. Semen retention will help you, bro. You're going to feel alive. The longer you retain, the more benefits you gain. You know, it don't rhyme for a reason. You know, that's not a coincidence. It's rhyming for a reason. You know, the more you retain, the more benefits you gain, man. And you're going to feel alive, man. You're going to feel alive. You want to feel good about yourself. You want to have that self-love. You know, you want all that type, man. Get on semen retention. You don't want to think negative thoughts. You want to think positive thoughts. You want to live a positive lifestyle. Get on semen retention, man. Number 8, you don't want to be depressed. Man, it's a lot of guys that's depressed. It's a lot of guys that's depressed, man. You know, they smash a whole bunch of chicks, but they depleting themselves. And when you deplete yourself by smashing all these chicks and stuff like that and not retaining your sexual energy, not harnessing your chi energy, what it does is, bro, it make you depressed mentally. Like, semen gives your brain, semen gives your brain that, it nurtures your brain. Gives your brain that good, nurturing brain fluid that it needs to get out of that state of depression. Sperm is very, very beneficial for the brain, man. It gets you out of that state of depression. Like I said, like I told you guys before in the previous videos, bro, when I was fapping like crazy, I was so depressed. I was so depressed, bro. I'm not gonna sit up here and lie. I was wondering why I was so depressed. You know what I'm saying? Why do I feel so low? My eyes was red, like looking. I always felt tired. Bro, that was because I was releasing my sexual energy. I was not harnessing it. I was not saving my sexual energy, bro. I was just feeling, that's why I was feeling so depressed, man. Like when I was a teenager, I was very, very depressed. When I was a teenager, man, I was very, very depressed because all that releasing I was doing. I was wondering, like, what happened to, you know, just before I started releasing my semen. This is when I was like, I think like 12, 11, 12, like, you know, from a baby to 11 or 12, I wasn't releasing no semen. You know, I was very happy, energetic. I was like, man, what happened to like my happiness? You know, why I'm feeling so depressed? Because I was releasing semen. So if you want to get rid of that depression, you need semen retention, man. And the last one, number 9, you tired of waking up with no drive. Bro, I used to wake up with no drive. I used to get up for work and just, I never felt no type of energy, because I was releasing my semen a lot. I was releasing sperm sometimes I was doing it, sometimes I was doing it twice a day. I had addiction to watching those nasty videos, man. It was causing me to, I was drifting from myself, from my higher self when I was doing that. So whenever time I used to wake up for school, and every time I used to wake up for work, bro, I used to wake up with no drive. No kind of drive. And I was like, man, why I don't have no drive when I wake up? Why I don't feel good? Why I don't feel energetic? Why I don't feel like I'm ready to work? Why I don't feel like really good at work? It's because, bro, I was releasing all that sperm. It was killing me. My battery life was at 0, bro. It was at 0. I ain't had no life inside of me. I ain't had no life, man. I was down. I was out. I was depressed, man, because I didn't have no sperm inside of me. I didn't have no light. Semen is your light. No, semen, it carries an entity. Excuse me, guys. Your semen carries an entity, guys. It does. It can carry a really, really good entity the more you let it build up inside of you. You know, you have the spirit of a light being. You have a spirit of an angel. But if you waking up with no drive, bro, yeah, that's the problem. The problem is, bro, you're not on semen retention. You know what I'm saying? Bro, if you want to wake up with some drive, if you want to wake up ready to work, if you ready to work, if you ready to wake up ready to go get some money, bro, ready to be active, bro, semen retention is gonna put you in that mindset. You're gonna be more active out here, bro. You're not gonna be like, bro, I be so ready to like get up and do what I gotta do. I do. I be so ready, like today, not boasting or bragging, but I worked the 8-hour shift today. Got off work, and now I'm on my purpose. It still feels so energetic, bro. And I'm taking herbs too. So, like I said, man, all this natural stuff, it helps you, man. It